But John came with this idea about getting us together as these cleaners who both think they're the best. And we liked the idea, and he wrote this first draft, and we read it, and I said, great. Yeah. And then George read it, he said, great. And here we are. No, it's never happened where you just get an idea, someone presents you an idea, and you get the first draft of a script, and that's what you end up shooting. Usually there's years of development. No, of course. I mean, this is the power of film. This is storytelling. We find ways to speak to our time and what we are facing and where we want to be. So, I mean, this is why we're here. So it'll always, these stories will always prevail. So I don't know what to say beyond that.
Well, I would also to produce, and the first draft comes in, and you're always like, oh my God, what are we going to do with this? And this one came in, and right away we thought, this is great. So we also, John, I loved Cop Car, you know, and I think he's a really interesting director, and we wanted to crack at working with him too. I thought that was fun. You know? And Amy and Austin, we really didn't want to work so much with Austin, but Amy I really wanted to work with. You know, I've actually never had to answer that question, so I suppose I'll do it here. The person who should be applauded is the president who did the most selfless thing that anybody's done since George Washington, and that's true. And so anybody, all the machinations that got us there, that's all, none of that's going to be remembered, and it shouldn't be. What should be remembered is the selfless act of someone who, you know, it's very hard to let go of power. You know, we know that. We've seen it, you know, all around the world. And for someone to say, I think there's a better way forward, that's all the credit goes to him. And that's really the truth. And all the rest of it will be long gone and forgotten. And so I'm just very proud of where we are in the state of the world right now, which I think many people are surprised by, and I think we're all very excited for the future. And so that's, you know, I think that's all I'll say on that. I think that's the smartest way.